Virgo, 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 hello and welcome to your weekly reading for the week of September 8th through to the 14th with the Earth in Pisces, Neptune and Saturn retrograde opposite your sun, and yet Mercury moving back into your sign out of shadow from the retrograde, as well as what other dynamics do you all have going on? Sun in Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgos. It looks like you guys are up for a week of delights. I have a feeling that it's going to come at a cost of whatever you were like planning on being a little bit trivial in the light of what actually comes through. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You might have been manifesting from March of this past year some of your childhood fantasies, some of your childhood dreams. In this image there's a brother and sister, and there's like a jellyfish, which jellies are really cool. At the ocean center where I live, I can spend a lot of time with the jellyfish. Some of them have 4-leaf clover shapes, some of them are like 3 divots, some have 5, but they are the oldest living species. So maybe you have some ancestry that you have been working through or working to address or honoring, and it's coming up for clearing. I call this card the card of acupuncture. There are some crows overhead and a feather. And this card, I think it just speaks to how to be on a horizon of always arriving, because that 10 of Swords after the 6 of Cups is just saying that whatever you had been going for in manifestation, after attaining it, you know that that's not it. But that doesn't diminish what it is. It just makes it a little bit like, So we have the 9 of Coins after the 10 of Swords. It's like, if we have Wands, then that's a full thing. No, we have the Ace of Coins. So you do attain the full picture, the full pot of manifestation, whatever you've been stewing on, cooking, or harvesting, as some of us are raw vegans here on the verge. Not that it's anything better than eating animal byproducts, but I spoke to someone the other day about it, and I'm not gonna, okay, well this is your 5th card that came out, the 9 of Swords, which was in Cancer's reading. It doesn't have anything to do with animals' feelings for me. Although whenever we see a baby deer or like a baby chick, we want to hold it and cuddle it. And, you know, when I see a strawberry, I want to eat it. And I think it's pretty. Like, I think a flower is pretty, but I eat flowers too. So it's just about like, what could you take from a different perspective and seeing your life in a different perspective? And are there extremes in your life that feels like maybe you've been living for an extreme truth? I'm going to pull one from the Magdalene Mystique Oracle. We're going to rotate this week. Have you been living for an extreme truth in the light of maybe a part of yourself feeling rejected? Like maybe if you don't make $1 million this year, you're planning to quit your business, but what if in the next 5 years you make $10 million because you decide to do things in a different way? Or you decide to collaborate with people who really need what it is that you have to bring into the world. And to me, it feels like dig a little deeper. That's the feeling that comes through. And we have Pluto retrograde into your 5th house. So there might be parts of your emotional nature in relationships and romantic encounters that gets the wrecking ball, that is allowed to be demolished because you're like, I can't just have one-night stands anymore. I can't just get B minuses on these papers that I actually have a lot of passion for. I have to do things differently. And you might find that doing something like transcribing your thoughts and then editing that could lead to a really rich writing process, or journaling and then transcribing your thoughts after that will get the cream of the crop from whatever it is that you have to write and manifest. Well, I feel like I got a basic understanding of this. I do need to look at the Salvador Dali deck, and then from there we'll pull from the Magdalene Mystique, so I'll let her simmer. All right, so the 5 of Cups to start us off. 6 of Cups, I apologize. Back to the future. This is the only card showing the cups filled with flowers, representing the blossoming of inner life. The card clearly indicates what is needed. Even as a grown-up, you can and may be a child again. Leave the pain of childhood behind and return to the openness and joy of your early days. this is of course easier said than done. So Pluto retrograding into Capricorn may well actually demolish those ideas of the real world and the lies that you have to rise above. To quote John Mayer, you're invincible, Virgo, as long as you're alive. And now you just need to run through the halls of your high school and scream at the top of your lungs, because truly it's like Pluto will help you to get past all these thorns or these, you know, poisons that media makes our relationships out to be, that our pain body has accumulated, which honestly, this is why I love calling the Ten of Swords the acupuncture card, because it's like, if these were 10 needles meant to remove a pain or to correct something that was constantly malfunctioning and causing you issues, it would do just that. It would relax you enough to where it's creating the right amount of pressure. And sometimes that comes in the form of things not going as planned. People speaking out about some things that maybe you have done from an earnest, loving place, an unconditional place, and there's still someone in the corner pouting. And those are the poisons that can corrupt your pain body and lead you to do things out of anger and out of vengeance rather than community. And saying, no, I see your creativity potential. I see what's capable when we come together and join minds. And perhaps if someone's like causing you some grief at this time with Pluto retrograde into Capricorn and Mercury still in shadow, it's something that's coming up for reflection, introspection, and then ultimately, what's your next move forward? Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Ten of Coins. So it's like you guys really did manifest the community of your dreams. So let's look at the Ten of Swords and then we'll read the Ten of Coins. Oh. Here it is. The Ten of Swords. Practical advice. Strengthen your mental alertness. Treat thoughts, definitions, and decisions with care. Clear the air and take a deep breath. Beware of suspicions and harmful actions. Open up to the flow of life. So yeah, that's acting from vengeance rather than love, from a need to be right rather than to be mutually understanding. And of course, happy as a result of creating that reciprocity in your dialogues, in your communities, allowing for people to express what they have to express, and then from there making decisions that align with your beliefs, that align with what world you want to create, to honor more than just where your ancestors have been able to go, because that did speak loud to me, and you guys are taking things further at this time. Ten of Coins. The practical advice, cooperation, exchange, mutual support, and compromise are great as long as they are the result of each individual involved following their own path. They become unnecessarily limiting if based on sacrificing your independence and your individuality. Touch the moment with the magic wand of individuality and contribute to a communal style of living in which each and every individual can walk their own path in joy. Then the bliss of mutuality will blossom, culminating in a culture of shared intentions. I love this for you guys. The greatest wealth, so it's called Magical Moments. That's what this card is titled. The scene from the painting The Turkish Bath from 1863 by Ingres, in conjunction with the butterflies and the 10 coins in a circle, represents the joy of living, the best results, proliferating talents, and great wealth. Prosperity. Significantly, individuality cannot be achieved in isolation. If you succeed in finding the bridge to others, loneliness, the shadow of missing individuality will disappear, and with it, the danger of drowning in the crowd. The communal bath represents the joys of sensuality and spiritual questions. The bath is a symbol of baptism, of rebirth, and of purification. In a spiritual sense, the card shows a true fountain of youth. If we bathe in its waters, daily contact with other people will not drain us, and we will be refreshed, as well as able to reflect upon how refreshed we feel. The greatest wealth lies in acknowledging and fulfilling your contribution to the course of events. Your own experiences and those of others constitute a great whole. You know that you will not be able to hold on to anything and that change is inevitable. heralding new opportunities. You are aware that your actions are based on those of your ancestors, and that the younger generations will carry these forwards. Time is relative, nothing ever gets lost. Nothing keeps you from living and from feeling your own rhythm. Nothing stops you from lingering or from moving on. And it looks like you have very little to linger on and everything to move forward on. It's just that these next two cards does signify that maybe you're retrieving a part of yourself that felt outcast. And in doing so, you're picking up your cross and moving with it. You're moving into the world twice bitten, never shy. Once bitten, twice shy. It's like you're twice bitten, but you're not shy anymore. You've collapsed that narrative. You've collapsed being able to have the rug pulled out from under you, because this is you, Virgo. You're getting it. You understand what's the outcome of you persisting in the energy of your pure intention to create a better world. Yeah, I am the Grail. Claim and hold on to your power. Don't let someone sweep the rug out from under you, Virgo. When the sun hits the moon, as well as, so from the 11th through to the 13th, this is when I feel like this energy is going to be very much like ka-junk, launching into space. The moon is going to approach Pluto's retrograde point, and on Friday the 13th, oh my God, Friday the 13th, we have the moon crossing Pluto in Capricorn. Bring down the walls. You guys are I want to party with Virgos. My husband's a Virgo rising. We're going to have some sort of like dance party. And I don't mean that in any, like, we're sober, but it's one of those things where one morning, I just will always remember this. We had the best Halloween, our first Halloween season together, me and the kids. We put on music one morning and I was like, let's be lions. And we were just dancing together and we were just having a vibe. And I feel like, Virgo, this is your energy, but you have to claim it. No one can claim it for you. Again, you have to hold on to your power and claim, I am the Grail. Hold on to your intentions and stop casting out these genius ideas, because there might be people coming up to criticize you, because you guys are actually taking your cross and bearing it into the world. And people who disrupt the matrix, who go against the matrix, get the criticism. So if you're getting shot at, you're above the target, or you're right on the target. So keep at it and know that you are divinely protected. Call on your divine protection and trust and believe that you will be met with that energy. So Mary Magdalene Mystique Oracle says, I'm the Grail, hold on to your power. Look beyond the obvious paradigm of accepted beliefs. You are a powerful, sacred vessel who can create your own miracles. Acknowledge the truth of who you are, embody, embrace, and internalize it. Grail derives from Old French and has been linked to slang real, meaning blood royal. That's where this ancestry stuff is coming in. Mary Magdalene's womb was the holy chalice and vessel into which Jeshua poured his blood and living water. Her body became the Grail of all Gnosis. Records and legends tell of the Saint Grail, the bloodline of Jeshua, being brought to the shores of Provence in 42 CE, landing at Sainte Marie de la Mer. Later, it became associated with the Celtic tales of magic cauldrons, and eventually became the Grail of Arthurian legends, which is the founding of England. The Saint Grail was intentionally disguised in stories. It could be symbolically and quite innocently represented as a golden cup, yet it would be recognized by initiates and wisdom keepers of the Grail mysteries. So that's where this Ten of Swords is coming in. It's like, people might want to persecute you for you guys having, you see on this red cloak, even though this is Julius Caesar, it's like people might want to come at you crazy because you have so much power and you're going against the matrix with whatever it is that you guys are building right now. Just affirm your power, affirm that you're divinely protected and you are firmly guided. You are divinely guided and you are divinely protected. It could be symbolically and quite innocently represented as a golden cup, yet it would be recognized by initiates and wisdom keepers of the Grail mysteries. Mary Magdalene and her children were the great Grail heresy of the royal Davidic bloodline. The quest for the Grail was really about recovering the lost divine feminine and returning the bride to her bridegroom, the knowledge of the sacred marriage of Mary Magdalene and Jeshua. This awareness would heal the wasteland in the story of the languishing Fisher King, as it would in our world today. No one can diminish your power or have power over you. In your magic cauldron, your grail of knowledge, you have access to infinite ideas. Your sacred vessel connects to source, where lies the answers for healing our current wasteland here on the earth plane. Oh my gosh, Virgo. I feel this for you all so much. Thank you guys for joining. For those Virgos just checking in for a message, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that you're notified if you're new here. To my subscribers, you guys mean the world to me. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're going this week. I'd love to hear from you. And for those of you all wanting to manifest a miracle, you're still within energy of the new moon, but it's a timeless message. You guys can try it out for yourself and see if it works for you. Currently, we are on day 3 of our 10-day miracle manifestation course. I would love to manifest a miracle alongside you, Virgo. Until next time, aloha.